just hanging out, watching the chat spin. Got some upgrades since the last stream a few hours ago. Exclamation point card works now, for example, and you might even be able to hear some follower notifications, but no promises, because that's been quite a journey for us. And, well, let's just jump back into Arena Cube. Here we go. Love this format so much. All right. What are we going to play today? Now, ooh, Finale of Glory. First time I've seen a Finale of Glory in a good long while. Thanks for the host, Bloody. All right, so Finale, Loxodon's great, Unbreakable Formation, Charming Prince. We got some interesting white cards, although I guess not a lot that actually goes with Loxodon here. Still, when I see this card and this, I start to get interested. Let's just throw some interesting white cards in the pile here. Charming Prince seems like a really, potentially very strong. What I've seen in this set, lots of good comes to play abilities. Okay, Fae of Wishes, not as impressive as it looks in my experience. Thassa's Oracle's kind of cute actually, but I don't think it doesn't quite have the raw power. Psychic Corrosion exists in this format. It's the first time I've known that. I like Brazen Borrower, I like Melody, Insight's fine. Thirst for Meaning's pretty good. Orkite Marauder would go into like a white-blue flyer type archetype. We got Psy, which always makes me want to look at our artifact count here. All right, a lot here. We got, ooh, Nyx Lotus. Huh. Immortal Sun, Shadow Spear. Cards that would go in basically any deck I play with creatures. Ginger Brute is actually a card I would play if we are doing like the white-blue aggro artifact thing archetype. We'll take Servant, not so much. Helm of the Host. Expensive. Let's just check out the rest of the colors, though. All right, so let's actually go to lands first. Lands are important. Okay, white, blue, black, red, blue, black, green, green, blue. Okay, good assortment here. A lot of things in sort of the black, green, blue sphere of things. We may just go back to playing black, green, Sultai Rock here. Jade Light Ranger's great. Questing Beast is excellent. I'm personally very fond of Once and Future. Vraska and Casualties? Wow, alright. And then between that plus Uro Growth Spiral, got Elysian Caryatid. Black would have to be really bad for me to want to play it. Okay, the black is really bad, but might still be correct just to go ahead and do this. Red doesn't have anything super impressive besides Bone Crusher Giant. And none of the gold stuff super calls out to me. I do like the white here. It's like a world where maybe I'm supposed to be white, blue, green instead. Do some Bant stuff. We get Finale of Glory. We get alright, let's cut the stuff that... Honestly, the blue's a little light in terms of my playable count. We could be green, white. I like Casualties and Vraska a lot, though. Those cards both seem like they're going to be really strong. Let's go for a Sultai build and see how that's going to look. Got the white cards for now. Let's play good old-fashioned rock, not pretending like we're trying to do anything cute with Boros aggro like we did on the last stream. We're just going to play all the good cards and try to value people into the ground, which is where I feel most comfortable anyway. Golos. This card's not terrible in 3-color decks. Like, having the extra land really does matter. It's a pretty good size. You can fix your colors a little bit. It effectively has Scry 1 because I have 2 temples in the deck. It can gain a life. All these little flexible effects do kind of add up. I'll have to see how it fits into the curve. It might... We have a lot of 5-drops. Maybe it's not a thing we're going to be running, but I want to at least start by trying it. Golden Egg is reasonable in a 3-color deck. Don't know that we're going to actually run it. I suspect we're going to cut it, but I'll throw it in there for now. Shadow Spear is plausible. Love Caryatid. Deeproot Champion. Cute. Daylight Ranger, absolutely. First hero in games. I haven't been as impressed by this one. The fact that I have Questing Beast and Bloom Hulk Has potential like 4/4s to follow it up with. That's really good because it means the opponent has to kill 2 things for me not to draw cards. Arcbow, I feel like our creature count's not going to be nearly high enough to justify this, probably. Season of Growth only really functions with giant growth in our pool. That's not great. Once in Future seems very good. Thorn Mammoth seems very good. Milk's not a bad size, at least. We have Jade Light Ranger, Roska that it can proliferate onto. It's not nothing. Throw it in there as a possibility. Nyx Bloom Ancient. We don't really have anything to sink infinite mana into is the problem. Like, it's nice that you get to have lots of mana, but there's just nothing special we can do with that. We have Chemistry's Insight, which is the closest thing to a mana sink once in Future. But I feel like Ancient's just a little too slow and clumsy and dies to too many different kinds of effects. Yeah, Golos I think is probably pretty good, Rosilio. And then yeah, Keplerman. Reclaimer is playable. Maybe it's playable. I could see that. We might be a little light without it. Proliferate synergies are so interesting, like Bloomhulk and Evolution Sage, but we just don't have much to do with it. We play Deeproot Champion, I guess. Not the very bad top deck, but as far as good 2-drops go, this counts. It's in that category. Alright, anyway, the playable black cards, we definitely play Cast Down, we're definitely playing Murderous Rider. But we have, alright, I haven't been looking closely enough at some of the blue cards, I think, because Stolen by the Fae feels like it's very playable. This may actually be a pretty reasonable Fae of Wishes deck. I feel like we have a lot of weird stuff in the sideboard that I don't want to play in the main, but it is fetchable. We could Fae of Wishes for Mastermind's Acquisition. We're going to do a very, very slow tutor. Get First Heroine games, it can get Vivian's Arcbow. It's another card that's good with Nyx Bloom Ancient. It can get Helm of the Host, Arcane Encyclopedia, Fountain of Renewal. Maybe we try it. I kind of like Negate. Metamize Prophecy. Maybe. Folio Fancies, I suspect, is just not a real thing that we can do. Psychic Erosion feels like it's too unreliable. We're at 41 cards already here. That's with 16 lands for some reason. Okay, so we're actually at a pretty good playable count here. Let's just fix the mana. Hello there, Helium. And 781, hi there as well. Good to have you. Nice chill stream tonight. Cauldron Familiar, I can't believe this is in the cube. It's just, it's so wildly unplayable. It's so bad. It's the worst card in the cube besides maybe Witch's Oven. Willing to just go there right now. Even Lotleth Giant and Rigging Runner, I feel like those must be occasionally useful. Not the cat. Alright, any green cards I might be missing here? First Heroine games might just be fine. I think it's worth considering at least. Helm of the Host is cute. Sorry, what's my curve looking like? Okay. Reclaimer for fixing and thinning. I'll try it. I keep seeing this card. I do want to try it, see if it's any good. Golden Egg.
We need
Feels
to become
cheap
Baron
enough.
Girdler tonight, chat. That's the goal.
Like making my deck smaller. Are we on creature count? Real low, real low. I might just want to cut some of the cute stuff. I feel like between Golden Egg and Elvish Reclaimer and Fae of Wishes, I just like have a lot of cute stuff to sink mana into, and I would rather make sure that I have enough impactful plays here. Murderous Rider on the splash is a little weird. Like much harder to use than Casualties of War, and it is like powerful, flexible removal, obviously, but the body's not fantastic. We could just cut Murderous Rider and just like slightly diminish the number of games that we kind of get destroyed by trying to splash. Alright, so that puts us at still 16 lands here. Definitely don't need this many swamps. Probably get by with one swamp, actually. Yeah, we'll get by with one swamp, put in some more forests. 661, so 5 black sources for 3 total black spells is fine. And then what's the last cut? Is it just this 4/4 for 4? Oh, thanks for the follow, BW Banks. Rizaleo. Okay, so I don't think we're in off-color Scryland territory here. Given how aggressively we're splashing, like we've got the Caryatid, we've got the Egg, we've got the Reclaimer. There's like a world where we just splash a 4th color? I don't think there is, actually. I take it back. Yeah, I think we just need Bloomhulk to be a creature and like carry Shadow Spear and things like that. Let's assume Entrancing Melody is usually about a 5-drop, Stolen by the Phase, probably usually about a 5-drop. Got a 5 here. What's the last cut? Is it Fae of Wishes? What are we realistically fetching with that? Helm of the Host. Arcbow.
Who's the person who made your follower thing again?
Who made it?
Yeah.
Preddy. It's from Preddy. Asian Conundrum, that's a good question. It was Preddy, actually. Very, very Preddy accent there. 71, thanks on Tammy's behalf. Alright, let's cut Fae of Wishes. I still think this card's just not very good. So we're a little light on creatures, but we've got a lot of card draw, a lot of recursion of some pretty good removal spells in there. Shadow Spear might be a little awkward given the low creature count at this point. We could just run something like a Warkite Marauder. It's just like a solid body. Let's try Fae of Wishes. Let's try Fae of Wishes and cut the... Alright, let's try cutting the Egg. Run it like this. Mana might be pretty awkward, but we'll try it out. No, Tammy, you misspoke. You misspoke. It's not. We're becoming Aaron Gertler tonight, so we need to become Aaron Gertler. Very different. You might need to do it, but the question is, will you succeed? I don't know. Did Preddy succeed? Okay, this is a classic. Actually, the sand's totally fine. I made a face because I saw how many different colors of mana were in here, but if we hit some lands, we'll be fine. Famous last words. Elysian Caryatid survives, will be fine. Famous. You know how it goes. Oh, this is going to die, but I'm going to run it out anyway because it's not like I have a choice. Wow. Didn't die. Still not dead. That's a Sahili, and we're going to kill that with... Turn 3 Vraska Golgari Queen is just... There's so little in this world that I like more than doing this. Goodbye. I do enjoy the fact that, like, Guilds of Ravnica just had the Planeswalker that ate all the War of the Spark Planeswalkers. Tasty, tasty. Alright, and now my opponent, instead of skewering my blue source that they didn't know I needed, they've skewered the Planeswalker, which is perfectly sensible, of course, but means I get to hold up Negate. And cast down. Let's just equip this to the Caryatid. I could attack, but I'd rather just hold up Negate here. I'm just going to wait. Of course, if my opponent plays something, I can just Casualties of War the thing and the land that played it. Ral, is it Viceroy? No, thank you. No, thank you. Anyway, let's go ahead and find so far. I just need to hit like a Chemistry's Insight or something. Island's not bad either. So, not really going to be Casualties of Warring at this point. Even though I've only just has lands, but I suppose that'll probably come in handy later. Yup, it's definitely going to come in handy. Well, actually, I'm gonna my Caryatid's gonna die, I assume. Let's see if they plus. They might just plus. Okay, they just plussed. That's good. That's really good. That's really good. Oh boy. So Shadow Spear can keep up with this. The fact that I get to actually kill Chandra's is alright. Fae of Wish is looking kind of clean here. I don't know what we're going to get, but we're going to get something. We're certainly going to get something. That was a good turn. I like that. So we beat the Varal, we beat the Chandra. And we can beat the Siege Gang Commander because we have the cast down for it. It's going to be annoying, but we can certainly do it. So yeah, this turn's just going to be snipe the commander, make sure we don't get spell pierced or whatever. Bye. And it's worth leaving the Caryatid untapped to be able to block, so I'm going to shock in the tomb and then Fae of Wishes for what? Let's find out. Wow, many options. Many options. Good gravy. It's a lot of options. Okay. So using Caryatid giving me a splash color means I technically could get like a white card or a red card, but I don't want to count on this Caryatid surviving. Helm of the Host is very powerful. Something that draws cards would be nice. Could get Golden Egg or Arcane Encyclopedia. Karn's Temporal Sundering only works with legendary creatures, so we can't actually cast that. Metamize Prophecy draws cards, but slowly. Okay, and that's the whole selection, right? Is that the whole selection? That is the whole selection. Okay. Let's go with... Might just be Encyclopedia, or it might be Helm of the Host. Helm of the Host is kind of broken. Right. This card's just absurd. Arco's not bad, but I don't really have anything to discard right now is the thing. I like this entrancing melody. It's in my hand. Yeah, I'm actually just going to get Acquisition. Maybe that's not the right play, but it's like... I actually did the thing I was joking about. Alright, Fae of Wishes, I was wrong to doubt you. We've had such a history together, I can't believe that I did that to you. Now I can just Mastermind's Inquisition into something that's enormously good with Shadowspear. That was a lengthy little journey that we went on together. But should be pretty safe now, I think. Alright, that's even a 4/4 that I can play, which is cool. Actually, what I get to do now is play the 4/4 and then Caryatid taps for 2 mana, which is great. Alright. Library. Okay, so now what? Questing Beast is great with Shadowspear. Immortal Sun's just a great magic card. It's probably between Immortal Sun and Uro. What do we have in the graveyard right now? We got 4 cards? You also get Once in Future. And just set the limitless grind up here. We can get Vraska. Oh, we can Once in Future for casualties again? Gosh darn, I want to do that. Let's just get Once in Future. We're kind of having fun here. We might lose because we're having too much fun, but Immortal Sun was almost certainly the right pick there, in case you're wondering. Once in Future is flexible. The Mirari Conjecture. Whoo! Okay, that's scary. That's pretty scary. I can get back casualties to deal with it before it goes off, which is nice, I guess. So what's the play? I can equip Shadowspear, start attacking. That turns off the ability to use Once in Future, though. So I think I just want a Once in Future back, like Negate plus Casualties. They didn't have an instant to get back. They are going to be able to get back Winged Words or Skewer the Critics. Woof. Okay. Let's just do this. We're going to Once in Future, digging back, negate casualties. Very slow grind here, very slow grind. At some point, we're going to have to learn to win games faster than this. Oh, wow, just got ionized. Okay. Well, at least they can't get it back with Mirari Conjecture now. They are going to get Winged Words back. And that's a little scary. All right, so change of plans. We're actually just going to go for this instead. Do I Shadowspear now, or do I just Jade Light? Let's just Jade Light. This is land. I can just move Shadowspear over anyway. Cool, perfect. Questing Beast. Yep, that can stay right there. Still feel like we're pretty solidly ahead, but the opponent does get to draw some cards. So we'll see how that goes. What a weird puzzle that was. Okay, Phoenix of Ash I don't particularly care about. It does make Winged Words cheaper, but Shadowspear keeps up with that. In fact, I finally have a good entrancing melody target, which I like. If I steal it, the Winged Words also gets a bit more expensive, which is helpful on the Conjecture turn, for sure. Legion Caryatid can also pump Phoenix of Ash, which is pretty funny. Alright, Carry Out has been amazing this game, by the way. Just being able to tap for 2 mana is so good. Alright. Anyway, let me take that one off your hands, please. Thank you. Alright, smash, smash, smash. The opponent gets to see 4 cards next turn, and if one of the things they draw off of this Winged Words is a... Okay, opponent did not realize Shadow Spear gave Trample. That's helpful. So if they hit more instants and sorceries off the Conjecture, things could get kind of scary, but they're slightly bottlenecked on mana. Because of Shadow Spear, basically all my creatures are lethal. So they're going to need to come up with, like, multiple solid interactive spells that can deal with, like, 4/4s. But hey, this is cool. I have not seen the blue-red Spellslingers archetype yet. Mirari Conjecture is a super sweet card. BW Banks, I also enjoy... Okay, opponent goes out the honorable way. The honorable way. I should turn on emotes again. I turned off emotes a little bit because I feel like in the kind of the constructed ladder, people were being slightly rude. But I feel like for Cube, the emotes should be on.
Wait, what?
Hmm?
I see emo.
No, you don't. On my opponent's screen? Sorry, talking to my wife.
Oh, like...
Okay, so let's play that again. That was obviously deck's perfect. We did everything we set out to do. We tutored for a tutor, which then tutored for Graveyard Recursion, and then they countered the Graveyard Recursion. So we spent 12 mana to accomplish nothing.
This is what I keep.
Well, that's not great. And Wise, this is better. We're going to keep this and just dump the Thorn Mammoth, which is a little expensive for my taste right now.
Change your stream title.
Oh yeah, I should actually do that. I'm going to edit the stream title so y'all know that wife is a command. Alright, so I'm just going to hold up all my different cards that I can hold up. Scudder Bones is not a huge concern. Okay, so I could bounce it now. If I cast it down, they actually get to bring it back on their own end step, so I'm gonna just wait. I think I can get more impact out of this borrower later. Once in future, not doing the most stuff yet, but it's a good thing for later. Borrower holding a Shadow Spear is a nice threat. Okay, and there's Vraska. Huh. Can't just jam this kill Gutter Bones. She probably just dies immediately to a Murderous Rider or something, is the feeling I get. But I'm not likely to have a lot of spare stuff to throw away to her soon, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and do this. BW Banks, not yet, but soon. Soon, soon, soon. Alright, so that's dead. We didn't get Murderous Rider. Maybe the opponent's just missing their second color here or something. Grip Breaker, that's fine. I can kill that. Or I can steal it and then sack the Fate of Vraska. That sounds great, actually. Let's do that. Wait, is this lazy? This might be lazy. I can make, like, a lot more fairies than that at some point. But I only have 4 mana, so actually I don't think I can. So I'm actually just going to do this. Also, I've always wanted to cast this card, and I never have. Goodbye. Whee! That was fun. Perfect. Perfect. Now we get to hold up all the stuff again. Everything is coming up a little bit. And opponent's draw also really not turning out to be anything in particular for them. Can I just cast this down? Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. Ooh, Golos. Love Golos here. That's something that holds a Shadow Spear pretty well. And it's going to fetch me a Temple of Deceit here. Get our double black for casualties up. Could have looked for triple green for once in future, but I feel like it'll be easier to find green later. Keep the Vroska Lesson. We're not going to sack anything just yet. Okay, opponent's their Karn. Solid card, but pretty bounceable. Not super concerned about that one. Just going to keep giving our opponent spells they can't cast. Oh, look, Questing Beast. That's a good one. Yep, don't need to bounce the Karn now. I can just kill the Karn and hold up Borrower for later. And I am just going to hold up Borrower for later. I don't see a need to be going Shadow Spearing just yet. It's so weird. I just had one of those moments where I realized that like a year from now, I'll probably be doing something kind of like this, except like a lot of the cards will be different because there'll just be so many cards that I haven't seen yet. It's like a weird feeling. Like a year ago, I didn't know what a Questing Beast was. I'd never heard of a Shadow Spear. So strange. All right, am I cycling? I think I'm down to chomp a land right now. I think I want to start maybe being a little bit more aggressive at getting stuff in the yard for Uro. Okay, I'm just going to shock this in because I can now just cast Borrower if I really want to. And opponent's draw just never came together. Tough. But I did like the way that I played out there. I felt like we had a good range of flexible answers to stuff. Honestly, my favorite cube archetype is not like the way go over the top decks, but just like the I happen to draft a bunch of flexible answers and I can just counter all the stuff you're doing. I like going over the top and constructed, but in limited, it's just kind of fun to be able to. I don't know. We aren't just going our own way; we're actually interacting a lot. I like that. Okay, hand's a little sluggish, but Uro helps. Hello there, rats. One is full on Zomri plus Gruul sleeves. Very fun. Aggro deck? Ooh, aggro deck. Alright, well, let's see if our clumsy Sultai pile can fight the aggressive stuff. I like Questing Beast for that purpose. Ah, Sonic, thanks for testing the chat command. Alright, so the worst possible thing would have been our opponent playing Legion Warboss, and they didn't. Resplendent Angel's not great, but it's at least not killing me at quite the same speed that Legion Warboss would be. We have time to take that one off the battlefield before it goes too crazy. First Rowan games, looking pretty bad. Turns out 3 mana to make a 1/1 is just slow. Just pretty slow. Ooh, Aurelia. I didn't know that was in the queue, but it doesn't surprise me that it's here, and I'm probably going to get completely clobbered by it. Wow, that's 8. The next turn, that's at least 8 more in the air, and I just can't do anything about it? Yikes. Alright, so can't actually Questing Beast this turn. We got to Golos and get a second black so we can get casualties
We
down.
need
and
to
maybe,
become Aaron Gertler tonight, chat.
We're all out
That's
of the game.
goal.
I think we're just actually just going to get beaten down by our opponent's impressive start. So well done, opponent. Well done. Can't even gain life. Right. Actually, you know what card I really want right now? I want Stolen by the Fae, or like Entrancing Melody. Can I get one of those? Stolen by the Fae would be lit. Volcron. Maybe. Tammy's pretty smart. I'll let her her answer the question herself here. What's in the box with the blue lid? What's with the blue lid? Is that? Oh, nothing exciting in that. I think that's just a box that has more boxes in it. Right. So they made the Vanguard a 5/1, so it does get to punch a hole in Golos. I think I'm actually not supposed to block here. I go to 3, but then Golos can actually block next turn. If I go to 8, I kill the Aurelia. And the Vanguard and the Angel together can still hit me for lethal here. I think I'm actually just on the no block plan here. I don't think I'm going to live doing this, but I feel like it's better than the alternative of blocking. Yeah, they did not have quite enough mana Patrick to pump, but yeah, I basically need Stolen by the Fae here. I'm toast. Yep, so I can casualties, I can kill one creature, which is not enough creatures to be able to kill. Can't do anything with Uro in my graveyard, and we're just dead. Yep. So it goes. Needed a cast down or something like that a little earlier. But that's fine. That'll happen sometimes. We Boros aggroed some people last stream. Patrick, it's 6 mana to pump. 6 mana to pump. I'm gonna move chat up just a little bit here. Tell him your standardized test scores, Tammy. She does okay. All right, this hand's nice. This hand is real nice. A little bit of anti-aggro in the Stolen by the Fae. Lots of card draw. We're definitely keeping this land. I don't know if Thirst for Meaning is actually good. We have very few enchantments, and I think we can usually do a little better for 3 mana these days than like drawing a bunch of cards and then discarding most of them. But we'll see. The classic turn to Llanowar Elves. Okay. I could wait to jam Thirst. I'm gonna wait to jam. Actually, I could have Stolen by the Fae with Llanowar Elves. Just like get out of here. I'm gonna make a 1/1. Yeah. I'm kind of down to slow my opponent down here. They play a big thing. It's just gonna be forever until I can actually target it, which is one of the reasons Stolen by the Fae is not actually that good. But kind of just like D tempo. D, given that I have the card draw, I'm willing to spend a bit of mana there on tempo to set them back a turn. Such an interesting rate on this card. Looks so good, and then you gradually realize it's not that good. Okay, Teamer. Ooh, Nader Kraken. That would have been a good one to steal, but no time for that right now. So I think we just Chemisters this turn. What am I looking for exactly? Not sure, but being able to Growth Spiral plus Thirst for Meaning next turn means Chemisters this turn seems reasonable. Immortal Sun's pretty nice. This Nader Kraken's actually going to put us under some real pressure if we can't find a cast down. Interesting. Opponent chose not to make it bigger. That's encouraging. Yeah, this deck does feel like it's a little too heavy on derpy card draw and a little light on removal. I still don't think we should be playing Murderous Rider, but there might be some other slightly more interactive options that I wasn't considering. Alright, opponent ramping pretty hard over there, but that does make a juicy Casualties of War target. Okay, so here I'm just going to go ahead and spiral into Thirst for Meaning, probably. Ooh, hit Brazen Borrower. Never mind. I think I actually want to borrow the... I want to borrow the Kraken. I guess I can just Thorn Mammoth the Kraken. I probably don't need to borrow it so much. If I can just hold up Borrower and Thirst for Meaning, let's just do that. Hold up Borrower, hold up Thirst for Meaning. Jam the Swamp and threaten to hold up Chemister's Insight, but I'd rather have a guaranteed Thorn Mammoth, I think, even if something gets countered here. Okay. Questing Beast. That looks like a great Brazen Borrower target. Can't really Thorn Mammoth that one. So Negate is definitely in this cube. I don't know if Mystical Dispute is. Does not feel like my opponent has responses though, which is great. No blocks. Thorn Mammoth is actually kind of a sick Magic card. Like, it could get borrowed here and we could get set back a bit on tempo, but there's a good chance it just completely dominates the game from here. By Kraken. Yep, that was great. That was really good, and I just get to keep doing that. Obviously, Questing Beast can come in and trade with it, but that's a pretty good 2-for-1. Follow up with Immortal Sun into Thirst for Meaning. Play it out from there. Oh no, my mammoth is an elk. That's terrible. It's terrible. I assume Oko is not in the cube, but that still brings back memories that I didn't really want to be brought back right then. Patrick, I'd rather just hold it back. I mean, I feel so strongly that I'm in control deck with Immortal Sun in hand that I really don't feel the need to be attacking them with the Fairy token when it could be blocking like a Tentacle token or a Llanowar Elf if they remove something, for example. Alright, that's cool. So now I get to go Immortal Sun. Play this in first because Quench is plausibly a card that could exist in the cube. Okay, that one resolved. So now I'm going to jam... Yeah, I guess I just jam Shadow Spear on Thorn Mammoth and start getting in while still holding the Fairy back to be able to block the Elf and the Tentacle. Might have been better actually to throw that onto the Fairy, but they're trading Questing Beast anyway, so this is fine. Cool. Alright. So now Thorn Mammoth is a thing I can get back with once in future. What is this format, Rats? This is Arena Cube. They finally did it. Alright, opponent has Uro, but if they can't get Immortal Sun off the board, this Uro is not going to be enough, really. Entrancing Lyre. I don't know how you pronounce that. Not super impressive one, though. Jade Light Ranger is cool. Let's Jade Light Ranger first. There's a chance this gets me some excess lands that I can then discard to Thirst for Meaning. Here's one. Cast down. Yeah, I'll keep that. That's flexible. It gives me something I didn't have before. I think I'll actually just Chemister's Insight here. Problem is I kind of want this green mana, so I can cast Reclaimer this turn. Or do I? Maybe I don't. Let's start with Thirst for Meaning here. I mean, I could have just discarded that to play Chemister's Insight. A lot of roads lead to Rome here. Casualties of War. That's pretty good. Let's discard... Honestly, with Casualties, I suppose I don't need Cast Down as badly anymore. Yeah, let's just discard Cast Down and Reclaimer, I think. Actually do value having the land this turn. Go Shadow Spear, equip the Fairy. Yep. Play Brazen Bar, end of turn here. Rats, that's a long story. Basically, it comes from it's the basic idea that like instead of drafting a bunch of booster packs, like a cube draft format is a format where you'd have a draft and a lot of good cards would exist that you could that you were put together by somebody in advance, basically. And the idea is you like bring a box and you draft all the cards that are in that box rather than drafting out of packs. And so it's like the cube. At least I think that's why. There might be some complete different story, and I'm just getting this wrong. All right, opponent can't quite bring back Uro here. I mean, it's not arbitrary, Rats. It has the meaning is like it's like a box of cards that you would bring out to draft. Yes, Agent, I think that sounds right to me. All right, so opponent can bring out Uro. You know what's really cool about Uro? It's cheap. You know what's cool about Uro being cheap? You can steal it with Entrancing Melody very cheaply. I've played a lot of Entrancing Melody in my day for blue-green mass manipulation, but I have never Entrancing Melody at an Uro. And I can't wait. Can't wait. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Very excited. Thank you, dear. Alright, so Liar taps based on power, not converted mana cost, sure. That was a nice little deck too. Alright, so opponent's gonna go ahead and tap now, sure. Just gonna jam Borrower. And then steal some stuff. Okay, so just do this. It costs not a lot of mana. Wait. Sorry. Converted mana cost is 3. Okay, there we go. We pay less, but we do have to set the right mana cost there. Take that. Casualties is going to hit... Do I casualties? I should just questing beast this turn, honestly, just to finish them off here. Move Shadow Spear over to the Quib. Well, actually, Shadow Spear should be on the thing that can be blocked by the token, which is the J Light Ranger. I wonder if I guess Mass Manipulation must be in this cube too, huh? That's a scary thought. Well, let's hope they don't do that. Pull this land to possibly discard. Hi, Mr. Fall. Thanks, Quintus Meister. Good to have you here. Yeah, Sonic, I don't think Veil will be in just because it's like weird to have color hating cards in Cube. That's generally not a thing that happens much. And I strongly doubt that Oko's in, just because Oko is kind of a different power level than every other card in the history of Arena, in Limited at least. Alright, well, the thing I could do to be really demoralizing is just to steal their Oko back, or their Uro back. Can I actually kill them this turn? I don't want to just demoralize them if I can just kill them. Borrower's only 5. Oh, Questing Beast can't be blocked if I just kill their Uro, so I'm just going to do that, and that should win the game. Okay. Great. Okay. And we move over Shadow Spear, and that should do it. Yep. Goodbye, opponent. Yeah, Once Upon a Time is in. Once Upon a Time is not nearly... It's annoying because if you run 4 of them in your deck gets to be really consistent for free. But as in like a singleton format like Cube, Once Upon a Time is not that special. All right, so... Is there any other cheap interaction I could be bringing into the deck so we don't just get destroyed by another aggro deck? Blacklands Paragon may be the closest thing to that. Well, let's just stick with what we've been doing here. Save changes to the deck. There were no changes. I feel like I haven't seen that many token cards yet. I don't think I've hit Amara or March of the Multitudes, but I assume those are probably both in. I hope those are both in. I think of like big archetypes that I haven't seen anybody play yet. Hand is great. Love this hand. Carry out it into Bloom Hulk into lots of mana, and several things to spend lots of mana on. Oh, and Uro to join the party too. I wonder if Uro is like the best card that's legal on Arena in terms of just like the raw power. Now that Oko's out of the format, I can see that being the case. Okay, opponent's struggling a little bit here. Just gonna Hulk because it ramps my mana. Alrighty then, so guess I just jam Sun. If my opponent can get rid of that one. Nope. Okay. This is going to be a good turn, I think. Let's start with Chemistry's Insight. Probably should have gone like Uro into Reclaimer into Chemisters there. But this seems fine anyway. It's just Alright, we have carry added, so we get to do whatever we want anyway. We'll just do this. Hit that, hit this. I guess just play Questing Beast too. I could Fae of Wishes, but I'll do that later. Let's just get a clock going. Well, that was a pretty good turn 5? I guess it was turn 5. Finish off with a free Shadow Spear. Nasty little card. Hey, look, Casualties of War. I wonder which color they want more. I wonder. Let's take out the green thing. That's more likely to be able to kill the Immortal Sun, I think. And then, yep, okay, they had enough. Cool. Divinity-O, this is Cube. I'm playing a sealed deck. It's just a really good sealed deck. But it's like, it's multi-ramp. A lot of ramp decks in this cube. Outons. Samek, yeah, this is like a casual limited event. It would be fun if you could rank up. I would absolutely be trying to hit number 1 on the ladder if it was just Arena Cube. But sadly, it's just the rank drafts that seem to count for that. Hey, Kanye, good to see you. Wow. Kanye hits the chat, and I see on Streamlabs we have exactly 69 viewers. That can't possibly be a coincidence. Keep this one. Yep, great hand, great hand. Uh-oh, not the best hand against turn 1 Pelt Collector, though. Yeah, I'll take a 4-4. That might help. Hey, Divinity-O. Thanks. Okay, keep on scrying. Caryatid. So next turn I'm going to Uro. Turn after that I can Hulk. I think I'm not that interested in Caryatid at this point. Would much rather find some removal. Divinity, well, thanks. You got ahead of the game there. Ooh, Clockwork Servant. Well, it's probably not mono green, but I wouldn't be surprised if they had like a very light, like red or white splash or something like that. Kanye, if there's a, where would I get that command from? I have Nightbot set up right now, but I probably don't have all the stuff I'm supposed to have set up yet. But you're definitely an Aaron hipster. Kanye is absolutely an affirmed Aaron hipster. Literal juggernaut. Okay, this mono green aggro deck is kind of giving us the business here. Here's a 4-4. Chew on that for a second, please. Not going to proliferate our opponent's Spell Collector. They have a Questing Beast. I'm very dead. Wow. Okay, so A, Cavalier Thorns in the format. We learned that today. B, our opponent does appear to just be mono green. They hit 5 green cards and no lands off of Cavalier of Thorns. I am kind of shook, frankly. All right, I'm going to take the free block on Clockwork Servant, though. Easy block the Clockwork Servant. So we need to find something better than the Immortal Sun to do right now. That does not count. Thirst for Meaning is going to hit Cast Out for us. Maybe Entrancing Melody. Okay, there's Entrancing Melody. Sure. Discard you. Gonna go to 1 here. Stealing Pelt Collector the way we used to do. Goodbye, thank you. Okay. So if our opponent doesn't have removal in there, if they don't have like a Rabid Bite or something, we can still win this one. Oh, yeah. Kanye, if Ripjaw Raptor were in the cube... Is it? It should be in the cube. Ripjaw Raptor should absolutely be in this cube. And yet we're about to die to Rabid Bite because we didn't have a Ripjaw Raptor. For shame. Why is our opponent staring at their graveyard? What's in there, opponent? Once in Future? Officially dead to Once in Future. Finale of Devastation. Is this getting Questing Beast? If this gets Questing Beast, that will kill me. Ouch. Yup. Died to mono green. Well done. That was actually astonishing. Oh, Kanye, it's so true. It's so true. Just straight died to mono green. But, one more chance. I really like this deck. Even if we only go 4 wins with it, it's still pretty sweet. And we're getting beat fair and square. We're a greedy ramp deck, and the aggro decks are actually beating us, which is a sign of a really good cube. A sign of a really good cube that something like mono green aggro can just stomp you in the face and kill you. Very nice deck. That might be the cleanest deck I have seen in this format so far. We're definitely keeping this. Got a little bit of everything. Second island's great. Carry added, yeah. Definitely in for carry added here. Carry added plus Hulk. Great combo. Don't really need to hold up negate right now exactly. Crocs a Titan of Death's Hunger. That's a really good entrancing melody target, huh? Is a really good entrancing melody target. So am I discarding a land or a negate? If I go carry added into Hulk, into like casualties, negate's gonna be hard to hold up. But I feel like I can afford to throw away a land at this point. Yep, Kanye, I'm just being true to my nature here. Like the frog and the scorpion. Oh wow, opponent's a frog. Didn't even realize. Legion War Boss. Not great, not great. Well, here's Bloom Hulk, and if this gets killed, we can at least steal the Legion War Boss, which isn't so bad. Present a brief obstacle to the opponent here. Okay, not presenting that much of an obstacle. The good news is if they all out attack here, I can steal their 2/2 and then kill the Angrath, except for I'm just going to Casualties of War them. I'm not going to do that. Okay. So in fact, this is just going to be a nice, clean Casualties of War, taking out land planeswalker creature by which double source? I think I want to hit black here. Okay, that was pretty good. I enjoyed that. We are at 9. 9 is not a comfortable life total, but we are pretty well defended against creatures. Between Melody and Stolen by the Fae. Would love to save Melody for Croxa if I can, but it looks like I may not have that luxury, because here's Judith the Scourge Diva. Who fortunately only triggers on non-tokens.
We need to become Aaron Götler tonight, chat. That's the goal.
Snarf up the zombie here, I guess. Judith, very frightening, but beatable. Good Stolen by the Fae target. In fact, that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. And I guess start chipping at the opponent here. Because I bet there's Bird in their deck, and I don't want to them to live long enough to be able to cast it. Okay, second black source. Not that far off of being able to Croxa me. Feels like the decks I'm playing against are just dramatically better than even the ones I was playing against this morning, which is pretty funny. Alright, so we get to lay down all these blocks. Once I steal this Judith, actually, our opponent's going to have a hard time. If I steal Judith, I'm now super weak to the Croxa, which is a problem. If I steal Judith, though, I can take the opponent to 9, and they're dead to the next attack if they don't have another blocker immediately. And they would still need 2 cards in the graveyard to escape Uro. Alright, we're definitely just going for the steal. No question. Yoink. Rizaleo. So, Stolen by the Fae, you have to target the creature has to have converted mana cost X. You can't just pick whatever number you want for fairy tokens. Yes, Agent Conundrum is correct. Surabi, nice. The 5 wins, I think, but nice. Boros aggro, they can work sometimes. Alright, opponent's in Desperation Midnight Reaper mode. I like that, I like that. Oh, you had an Embercleave. That's pretty good. Hey, Grizzly Salvage, belated thank you for the follow. Opponent's sitting on something over there. Wonder what it is. This negate's been pretty bad, notably. It's not easy to hold up mana in this format. Skewer the Judith, okay. That's fine. Alright, so that does put the opponent at being able to Croxa me, so would love to Growth Spiral into like a meaningful card here. Vraska's pretty good. I like Vraska a lot. Yeah, Vraska kills Kroxa because it's a 2-drop. I'm going to put this island down because we're absolutely just going to be discarding this negate to Kroxa. We'll attack first, I suppose, Bloomhulk. Nice, okay. First row in game, still pretty bad, but it looks like Vraska might be just what we needed to get us there. Kanye, you couldn't be more. Actually, I mean, negate stops certain things from happening this turn. It stops certain things from happening this turn. Honestly, forgot that I could even cast negate here, but I can. It was great. Okay, Tectonic Giant. Yep, negate super putting in the work here. Okay, well, we should be fine. I think this is still going to be hopefully sufficient. Kill the Reaper, put our opponent to 3. We get to put him to 2, attacking with Bloomhulk and Caryatid. And cast first row in games and have negate up just in case. Ooh, good one, Rats. Good one, Rats. That was a pretty good one. Layers of protection. It feels great. We didn't need to do anything huge. We just needed to have enough variable effects that none of the things our opponent puts into play are actually going to live. Roxa, yep. It's fine. Technically, we are dead to Fling. Our opponent didn't have Fling. All right, great, 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 great. I wonder if Heartfire's in the queue. It'd be really weird if Fling were here, but Heartfire were not. All right, well that was great. Let's jam another one. Nice, M19 rare that I didn't have. Okay, next cube we've got in white the usual assortment of things that are not that good, plus Elspeth Conquers Death. Let's just skip right to the gold and the lands. I feel like the gold and the lands are actually sort of what dictates a lot of what you can do in this format. We've got Lantern, Gilded Lotus, both of which are cards I would play in just about any cube deck. Just about any cube deck. Platinum Angel actually seems kind of great. Like, it's not that impossible to be able to devote resources to protecting it. Mindstone's great. Nothing that impressive in the gold cards. Prime Speaker, Vanifer, and oh, Teferi. Never mind. We got you. Teferi's very good. Teferi, Ral, Temple, Explosion. Are we just doing Jeskai control? Temple. We have all 3 temples for Jeskai control. That's very exciting. We got Rekindling Phoenix. We do have Embercleave. But no small red creatures go with it. I think we're just going to play Jeskai control. I'm not going to look too hard at this cube. I just want to build. I want to take all these cards and put them in a deck. Rats, this is a sealed deck tournament. It's a sealed deck tournament, not a draft. Oh, I gotta fix the anti-cap spot at some point, Kanye. Sorry about that. I like Icy. I think Icy Manipulator is actually a pretty reasonable card in this format of this power level. Helm of the Host probably shouldn't be necessary. Let's just focus on getting cheap removal in the deck instead of that. We do have Goose and Llanowar Elves, so it's sad to get rid of green, but there's not that much else in green that's that exciting to me. Shock seems great. Pyrohelix seems great. Flaming Fire seems great. Ox of Agonis does not impress me very much, but maybe we'll come back to that one later. Agent of... Ooh, Thassa is in this cube. Beautiful. Thassa seems pretty good. With Agent, I don't know if Thassa's good enough with other stuff. In white, we've got Glass Casket, Seal Away, Elspeth Conquers Death, Quench, Anticipate, Law Rune Enforcer. This is really nice. This deck looks just super clean. Curve is a little chunky right now. God's Willing. We got God's Willing and Dive Down. Do we want either of those? I do want Secluded Step. Vanguard good. We're not really aggressive is the thing. All right, let me quickly disable the caps filter here. Kanye, we don't have any gold cards. Adonto is very, very good. I just don't quite think it's what we're in the market for here. Secret Keeper is not good enough, and O4 is just too unimpressive to even be a good defensive card. Skilled Animator doesn't have that much to animate that I'm really interested in getting killed by removal spells. Skilled Animator and Glass Casket's very cute, but I don't think it's worth it. Unsummon might be reasonable enough. So Thassa is great with specifically Agent of Treachery. Does Thassa really do anything with any of my other cards? I barely even have creatures. Like, it makes 1/1s with, great with Cavalier of Dawn, I suppose. Makes 1/1s with the, Hanged Executioner. Six creatures. Yeah, I don't think we're on dive down God's Willing mode here. Thassa seems a little slow. I feel like our long game should be excellent, and I just need to survive to get there. Yeah, this build looks pretty clean to me. We just got removal and planeswalkers and crazy late game stuff. But 6 white sources is probably not actually enough for Cavalier of Dawn, so I should be putting this one back. I guess we have Chromatic Lantern and Gilded Lotus, which are pretty helpful for that. I could cut Cavalier for Thassa, but then that's pretty much the only card that works with Thassa. I think, even though I love Thassa, this is not the deck for her. Dang, the black in this pool is... There's some good black cards in this pool. I like Elspeth's Nightmare. I love Eldest Reborn. Heat to Extinction and Doom Whisper also kind of nice, but... Are we supposed to be Grixis? Maybe they were supposed to. It might be that we're supposed to be Grixis with this one. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Let's actually cut for a second the white sources and see how the Grixis build feels. We get lose Tef, which is sad. We lose Elspeth Conqueror's Death, which is sad. This removal is super medium and replaceable and stuff. What if we're instead going with Blacklands Paragon as a kill spell, Heat to Extinction, Doom Whisper, Eldest Reborn, Bells and Lock? Oh, our curve is horrible now. Our curve is just, I feel like one of these 7 drops should probably be going. Platinum Angel might be a little too cute. Yeah, let's cut Platinum Angel for a second and get serious. Let's see, we lose 2 temples, and we get back only Blood Crypt. We do get Thought Erasure. And Dreadhorde Butcher. But the mana's not great. Yeah, Kanye, I think that's probably true, Kanye. I feel like we gotta do it. We gotta do it to him. Nightmare is pretty good. Some swamps in here. We cut something expensive though. I'll just cut Stolen by the Fae. Card's kind of expensive. Okay, we'll cut Stolen by the Fae. Currently on 13 lands. I would like to be on 18 lands for this deck, certainly. Let's get some swamps in here. Let's see. Oh, the mana in this deck is so bad. Oh, the mana in this deck is so bad. I guess it's just Doom Whisper and Bells and Lock that are awkwardly double black here. We have a Chromatic Lantern. 5/5/5/1/1. We're not gonna 5-color here. All right, I think I'm going back to Jeskai. I feel like the good mana is just has to be super worthwhile. And Elspeth Conqueror's Death is better than the Eldest Reborn anyway. And Teferi is better than Bells and Locks, so what was I even doing with Grixis in the first place? Which is what every Grixis player says at some point, of course. Back to lands. This feels a bit better. Dreadhorde Butcher comes out. And are we back to a perfect 40? Just to be sure we don't actually have any black cards left in the deck. Nope. Okay. Hey, Pitcast. I'm doing alright. It's my wife's birthday, but I'm having a good day as well. Yeah, I rarely play Jeskai, but it's like a color combination that just like it's clean. It's like it just looks pretty. Even though I'm a black-green player at heart, sometimes it's nice to get out and do the other kind of thing. I almost wonder if this is a Wavebreak Hippocamp deck. We've got Seal Away, Anticipate, Unsummon, Quench, Pyrohelix, Slaying Fire, and Explosion. Probably still not that kind of deck. Let's just roll with this, see how it feels. We got 18 lands. We got a bunch of Scry lands, bunch of cheap removal, bunch of heavy bombs. Classic control stream coming right up. Oh yeah, there was a red cycling land. I probably should have added that. I'll remember to get that for the next one, hopefully. Good call there, Rizleo. This hand is yeah, on the draw. This is fine. Gilded Lotus, kind of holding the whole room together here, as it were. 19 lands isn't necessarily even wrong. Kite Sail Freebooter. Nope. Oh yeah, the on-curve shock, just the tastiest. The tastiest of taste. Boba Fett, you are correct. It is indeed Forgotten Cave. The cave did let us down really badly in Boros aggro, to be fair, but that was not really where it was supposed to be going. Ugh. Okay, this is where the opponent has a 3-drop, and they know I have a Glass Casket, so they're like, do I even bother playing it? But if I don't play it now, when am I going to play it? Do I play a 2-drop? That can also get Glass Casketed. Gilded Lotus is so good. Such a good card. Heliod! Alright, well that's one I can't take out right now. I can ECD it, but my opponent doesn't know I have the other white source yet, so we're just going to pass. No! Drill Bit! That's so disappointing. My Elspeth Conqueror's Death. I wanted that. Oh shoot, Legion's Landing. Plus Heliod.
We need to become Aaron Girdler
It
tonight.
ain't so.
That's the goal.
I didn't even know that card was in here. I love that card. Alright. Huh. Well, Mindstone being able to draw cards is nice. I think there's no way I'm supposed to Glass Casket that 1/1 yet. I'm okay letting it hit me for 1 damage one time here, I think. Rats, what shatter card are you talking about for the casket? Alright, great. So I get to take Audacious Thief, which is much better than taking the so we'll tap that for triple white. Do I do that actually? I think this probably makes more sense. Sack the stone, just looking for something big to do at some point here. Alright, Rekindling Phoenix is actually pretty great. I like that one. So pretty sure we're on just Phoenix Casket here. Shatter the artifact? I mean, Glass Casket is an artifact. Alright. Swiper, no swiping. Oh, shoot. Oh, no, Shepherd of the Flock. Oh, wow. I got debated really hard. My opponent's actually able to turn on this Legion's Landing, which is horrifying. Yikes. My control deck is being outfoxed. Never mind, everything is great again. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. That's x equals 5. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. That was a clean top deck. Yep. Yep, that was... Everything went according to plan. Alright, let's do a quick check on the deck. I think I do want to be playing Forgotten Cave. We are on... Yeah, it's 19 lands. Is that too many? It is 19 lands plus Mind Stone plus Chromatic Lantern plus Gilded Lotus. That's probably too many lands. Alright, so we'll cut a plains, cut a mountain, add a cave. Add something else. What would it be? Pitcast, yeah, in the Bay, well, it used to be in the Bay Area, now in San Diego. So it's not too late here. Maybe now I'm interested in Soul by the Fae again. Yeah! The pool's pretty slim pickings. I think we'll just go Stolen by the Fae. It's another good thing to do with the ample mana that we have here. Boba Fett. The Glass Casket card was Audacious Thief. I don't know what card you thought it was, but it was Audacious Thief, which has an ability when it attacks, which is that it draws cards, which is why we Glass Casketed it. Law Mage, Belia, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I think as Max MTG, Thassa takes 4 mana to tap something. I feel like if Thassa were an enchantment, we would not even be close to playing it, and the fact that it can occasionally blink Agent of Treachery does not make it that much more appealing. I'll keep this. We need to hit a land in the first 2 draws to be happy,
We need
but
to become Aaron Gurtler
once we do hit it, we are pretty
That's
happy.
the goal.
Stop tempting her, Pitcast. Stop tempting my wife to go pro. Yes, I did put in cave. What's going to happen, of course, is that we're going to hit the cave on turn 3 when we're supposed to be casting Chromatic Lantern. But it, understandable mistake, Boba Fett. Thanks for the follow, Corvad. Alright, quiz question for those in chat who are paying attention. As we wait for our opponent to make some decisions here. What's your favorite card of Ikoria that's been spoiled so far? Can either be just like the one you like the most or the one you're most looking forward to playing. I'm curious about that. For me, it might be the Moth, it might be Snapdax. Also, I just like Sharknado. I like my Hydra Crisis, except the body's uncounterable as well. Death's Oasis, really. Yeah, the reanimate 10 power worth of stuff card seems absurd. Like, I can't believe that's not broken. 7 mana, so it probably ends up not being broken somehow, but that's probably actually what I'm building around first, just because it seems so blatantly ridiculous. Kanye, gripe for us. That is true. Some of them are pretty tiny. Some of them are big. Not every set you get like just an 11/11 in uncommon. Yeah, it feels tough, Kanye, to be able to do like big morons without having like another Eldrazi problem. I do like some morons. Oh, Kanye, that's absolutely true. Yeah, the problem with the Eldrazi, at least the way Wizards described it, and I kind of agree, is that they made the creatures so big and good that there's like no sense in ever making creatures that big and good again. Like once you print an Emrakul, there's no sense in ever printing a Magic card bigger than Emrakul as long as Magic has the same rules. Because like, what are you gonna make it a 20/20? They give you 2 extra turns. It's like they kind of push to the absolute limit and they like remove their own ability to like print stuff that surpassed what they had done so far. Yeah, so coming over, they have the Merit Lage, which is like a weird, fancy ability clip to a land, but it's not something you can like reanimate into play or sneak attack, for example. Like the kinds of decks that want to cheat out Merit Lage are like a small portion of decks, and then you got the decks that want to like cheat out a big creature. And for anything that isn't like reanimating it, that big creature is just going to be the Eldrazi of the format much of the time. All right, Head's got mana and nothing else, but hey, we got ourselves a Cycle Forgotten Cave Hand. You'll love to see it. Femia, that's just fine. Does not match up super well against Hanged Executioner. Temple of Epiphany. Lantern here. Okay, opponent's hitting us with a 2/1 tribal, which matches up super badly against Hanged Executioner. Am I getting skewered? I'm getting skewered. Wow, very aggressive. Oh wow, Ephemia Myers Grasp. That's pretty brutal. Wow, that's actually a lot of damage. Alright, opponent coming out with the really efficient collection of removal spells there. And me hitting the absolute nothing here. Unsummoned, is that good enough? I actually don't think Unsummoned's good enough. I think I want something better than that. I was really not expecting my opponent to be able to put together 2 removal spells and a creature that turn off of their 3 lands, but they did, and it was impressive. Alright, but things have calmed down a little bit now. We're just going to go ahead and casket the zombie token. And at this point, we're just waiting to get Tef, Agent of Treachery, Explosion, Platinum Angel, something like that. Not that I expect Platinum Angel to be oof. All right, well, we were waiting. Now we need it right now. In fact, we do need it right now. Elspeth Conquers Death. That's what the doctor ordered. Okay, that can get back Hanged Executioner in a couple turns, which is nice. Goodbye, Sarkin. Still a good chance we're just gonna die, but holding out. Well, yep, that person had the red-black aggro archetype figured out. Good lord. Whew. Clean, clean, clean curve. But hey, I love it. I love it, right? The stupid, like, infinite mana control deck can just lose to a bunch of dragons sometimes, and that is the sign of a good cube. To be fair, Kanye, she played as much standard in that month as most people play in, like, I don't know, a year, 2 years, something like that. Ooh, opponent hitting me with that once upon a time with the wrong timing, but if they did it to style on me, it's working. I've been styled upon. Destiny Spinner, wow. That actually kind of screws with Quench pretty hard, huh? Huh. I don't like that very much, actually. But I mean, I can quench it, so I guess I'm just gonna do that. But like now I have to quench it, so it's like annoying, you know? Hey, congrats on the NPC result. Alright, that's nice. Now I get to go for the Mind Stone into Anticipate play. Get Icy out pretty soon. Kanye made me play Platinum Angel, but of course it's actually a pretty bad magic card. Doesn't look at all impressive here. Alright, what am I taking? Hanged Executioner? At least kind of like trades off with Woe Strider in a certain sense. I can't actually cast it. Just have to go Lantern? I might just have to go Lantern, honestly. Let's just take Lantern. Makes mana. You get a Platinum Angel somehow. Rawl, is it Viceroy? Okay, I like that one. Can't use it yet, but I do like it. Yeah, for me to enjoy, I don't know if it would have happened right away, but I mean, given that it was banned in like Modern and stuff, and I don't think it was just banned because of Opodex there, I imagine it wouldn't have been long for this world, even in other contexts. Alright, Strider Shepherd, interesting. So I could go Plat here, it blocks. Could go Icy, because Icy kind of paves the way for Rawl to come down and be safe. Let's just jam Plat. Here to have some fun. Four for flyer for 7. Draw no cards. Go. Don't have a Knight of Autumn. Oh no, who could have predicted that? My 7/7 died. My 4/4 died. Alright, so first order of business after this match is we played it, we got our satisfaction, we're not doing that again. We're bringing in Cavalier of Dawn or something. Alright, so what am I even doing? Am I dead? Am I dead because I spent the time to play that card? Probably. Having no Wraths in this deck kind of stinks, honestly. I feel like there are supposed to be some Wraths in this deck and there just aren't. Thickcast, I did. I feel like I don't actually think it's going to see that much play. I feel like cards like that just don't see as much play as people think they should much of the time. But I did see it. It'll be interesting to... I'm sure I'll get gotten by it at some point. Here we are, dying to creatures again. Gave it our best shot. Oh, Stolen by the Fae. Alright. Well, Stolen by the Fae would work really well if our opponent didn't have the card Woe Strider in play. On the plus side, we have how much mana now? We have 10 mana? So I can technically... I can Stolen by the Fae the Woe Strider. And then jam Rawl and protect Rawl. I guess that's what I'm doing. The only card that they can't just sack in response to this. Alright, let's make sure we get the right mana here. I don't think it's going to go wrong, but we'll just be careful at this point. Stolen by the Fae definitely doing some work today. By Woe Strider. And is it Viceroy's coming in? I could kill something, but I feel like given that I haven't played a land this turn, I'm actually down to just plus, and then if I hit a land, I can just use Icy Manipulator. Alright, I'm actually just going to take the plains here because it turns an Icy Manipulator for the turn. And pass. Alright, we might have stabilized here behind this Planeswalker, we'll see. One's got more cards in their hand, which is never fun. Opponent can Remorseful Cleric my graveyard, which is a good thing to keep in mind around Rala's at Viceroy. And they're just going to do it, okay? That's fine, I'm happy just drawing cards. For me to enjoy, you're really worried the creatures in Ikoria are not going to be viable? I feel like giant creatures are, with card comes into play abilities, have been like the most viable thing and constructed for a long time at this point. Witch's Vengeance? What an incredibly specific counter. What? Why? Why? Opponent, stop. Oh, it looks like we're going to Raoul. That feels good. Alright, Forgotten Cave can cycle. That's also good. I can't believe that just happened. Alright, we got Tef. That's pretty good. We'll jam Tef with the thing that can't sack to draw cards, I think. Here goes. This is Jeskai control. This is how we do it. This is definitely how we do it. Chandra's Pyrohelix. That's a good one. I like that one. I think we cycle Forgotten Cave here. Okay, do I sack Mindstone as well? I'm getting 2 land untapped, so I definitely do sack Mindstone. Unsummon, alright. We're kind of doing it. We're kind of doing something. We might actually have to win the game by like looping to fairies. It's like a real possibility that is what this comes down to. Rankle, Master of Pranks. No, we're not doing that today. Sorry. I know you probably thought we were doing that today, but we're not. All right, you knock it off. Please, thank you. It's you. Yeah, Kanye, the King Kong's a little sad, a little bit awkward. All right, who's coming in? Is this the part where my opponent realizes they're supposed to be attacking me instead of the Planeswalkers? Probably. Yep, it's just me. Okay, so let's toast these. I can remove my graveyard again, which is a little annoying.
We need to become Aaron Gertler tonight, chat. That's the goal.
Yeah, for me to enjoy, that's what people said about Theros Beyond Death for a while too. I feel like there's going to be lots of cards that see standard play, and it's just going to take time for us to figure out where they go. Hey, MTG Topher, thanks for the follow. Okay, so we got stuff under control here, basically. We don't need to worry too much about win cons because we have Tef. We can also Agent of Treachery our opponent's stuff and so on. Elspeth Conqueror's Death is really good. Just going to ECD the Rankle here. Definitely have used Raw this turn. Just pass. Alright, so this is experience that I wasn't expecting to be on either side of. Just sitting here with Tef and a bunch of other walkers. Woof. Okay, Strider's down, sure. Ooh, Helm of the Host. All right, that's pretty frightening. I don't like that. But drawing 3 cards a turn, I can hopefully come up with something to get rid of it. Really wish I had the Cavalier of Dawn now. Agent of Treachery. Oh, we got the Thassa combo off anyway. We got the Thassa combo off anyway. Oh, goodness gracious. I should be using the Planeswalkers here, but I don't even care. I don't even care. Woo! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Oh, my lord, that was good. All right. I think we actually just heal some stuff now, probably. Like, I'll minus Tef on, like, Woe Strider, Steel Murder Strider? I'm trying to think what they could kill me with here. This is definitely cubing. Alright, should I just take Woe Strider? I should just take Woe Strider, actually, and see what they sack in response before I do anything with these walkers. Memes! We did it for the memes. You seeing this, Tammy? How does it make you feel?
I'm also distracted by this face.
Okay, so you just plus Rawl, because Rawl can't minus anything productively.
What?
Take a Phoenix over a Shock, I guess. And just... I'll just plus whatever. We have Icy Manipulator. We're super duper safe here. Shepard, hey there. Can we pour one out for Icy Manipulator? Icy Manipulator is very good. Croaky's was like making fun of it earlier today, and that was just not right. Icy Manipulator is awesome. Okay. Notably, I should have actually sacked Agent of Treachery to Woe Strider so I could get it back with Conqueror's Death. I forgot about that because I was having so much fun. So much fun. But it's fine. Chunk.
What the heck?
Well, let's seal away. Let's just do this for good measure. Icy Manipulator means that shenanigans shouldn't be able to stop us, and I believe that's game. Oh no! Oh no! Oh wait. Okay, full control. We're gonna be fine. Full control mode. Full control. Okay, it's a reflexive trigger. Okay. Whew. So what we're gonna do there is we had their Woe Strider. We were gonna be able to sacrifice. We're gonna be able to sacrifice their Nightmare Shepherd, and then we would have been fine. Because it wasn't going to draw cards if we didn't control 3 of their permanents. So we were able to sack their Nightmare Shepherd and we would have been just fine. Don't worry, everything was under control. All right, that was super awesome. Let's dive into something else here. That was really, really good. Glad I had that one on video. All right. Ooh. Gotta remember that, though. Given how this format is, I would not be surprised if something like that came up again. Oh, this deck is so much fun. Gilded Lotus. Yeah, I feel like I kind of want that. I feel like we pretty much can always find a use for Gilded Lotus somewhere. Ooh, treasure map. That's kind of
We
cool.
need to become Aaron Gertler tonight, chat. That's the goal.
Sealed is plenty cool pit cast. I agree it would be super fun if it were draft, but I'm pretty happy with where it is too. Alright, Fibblethip, I don't care too much about unless it comes with a Thassa attached, and if they have a Thassa attached, I get to go ahead and Elspeth Conquers Death. Do I want red or do I want Stolen by the Fae? I've got 4 mana, I've got Gilded Lotus already. I think I take this. Might be wrong, opponent's playing kind of a controlling looking deck by the looks of it, but I feel like mana is not going to be a huge issue this game. Alright, I see that we've gotten into the perennial Croaky's argument here. Croaky's a fine streamer. He's somebody I'll always watch because I think he has at least interesting ideas. Obviously, many of them aren't good ideas, but that's just how Magic goes. That is my word on it. Maybe I should make a Croaky's command. Just have a command for every controversial topic. Okay, Soul Warden. Not as bad as Thassa would have been. Soul Warden I can handle. Okay, I see a Manipulator, la-da-da-da-da. Opponent's welcome to counter this one. Alright, so the opponent's going to flip Treasure Map, which is going to give them access to a lot of resources. Going to have ourselves an interesting back and forth here. Jeskai on Jeskai fight. Hey, Elderock, thanks for the follow. Okay, opponent just firing on all cylinders with this Sark and the Masterless. The good news is that Seal Away is a really cheap way to get rid of a dragon token, so I'm not super concerned about that right now. And meanwhile, Elspeth Conquers Death is a pretty clean way to get rid of a Sarkin. I will say Elspeth Conquers Death not nearly as good in a deck that can't bring stuff back with it. I have not been that impressed by the card this league. It's definitely not something I want to be pulling me into white as hard as it has been. But it'll still pull its weight here. Losing all those cards to jam that Planeswalker is great news for us. For me to enjoy, there's a cube list out there somewhere. If you just search like MTG Arena Cube card list, you should find it. Ooh, Soul Siblings. Cool. Cool. Not really a concern, though. So, what am I doing this turn? I think we just Lotus Seal Away, hold up Icy here. Lotus gets countered, though it's pretty bad. Huh. What are the odds? Okay. No, I can still just Icy the dragon, it'll be fine. It's just Lotus. Nice. Some question whether I want to tap down their blue source with Icy versus the Daxos. But I'll wait. For me to enjoy, there's no Nissa in the cube? Kanye, I do plan to. I've heard lots of good things. Maybe Nissa's one of those cards I just thought wouldn't be fun. She would be extraordinarily good in the cube, but I am a little surprised not to see her at the same time. Weird. Interesting. I wonder what other really powerful cards I'm just not thinking of that aren't even there. Like, they put in Evercleave, they put in Dream Trawler. Agent of Treachery. Okay, great. So, what am I stealing? I can Stolen by the Fae my own Agent of Treachery. Alright, let's Temple of Triumph first and do this correctly before we jam the Agent. Agent. I just steal the island. I'll just steal the island. Alright, so we are going to be like playing multiple agents this game, but we're not going to be quite as greedy as before. At least we're going to be careful of making copies of this card. Nope. That's a big old no discard in Hellkite. No thank you. Yet another addition to the list of plays I did not think I was going to be making. At this point, I'm pretty happy just restricting the opponent's mana. Yeah, it's a lot of triggers. Zurian, thank you. I appreciate that. Alright, so we paused our opponent's upkeep because one of the many fun features of Icy Manipulator is that it can tap lands. Guess I take this white source. I feel like that's the one that's slightly more likely to give them access to like a Wrath effect here. So now we don't need creature removal anymore. Icy Manipulator is just land destruction. Our opponent has blue for one turn, and then Icy Manipulator takes away all their blue again. Alright, here comes some stuff. Yeah, I'm down to just clear the board. Let's do it. Oh, look, it's Explosion. Alright, so we get to do this play now. We can go ahead and lock down the opponent's island so they can't counter this Agent of Treachery. Hey, is Kenrith in the cube? Question whoever has the card list. I'm curious about that. Trying to think about like big haste threats the opponent could possibly drop on me here. And we're just going to go Lantern into Agent here. Kenrith is white, yes. Steal the island again. Kenrith is not in the cube. Interesting. I feel like that would have actually been a pretty good fair inclusion. Weird not to see it. But I guess there are lots of like, you know, color balancing considerations and so on. Divine Visitation, that is cute, but it's probably gonna be a little late here. Alright, I have how much mana? 9, 13? Okay, so we're gonna go with Explosion 4, I think it's just 8, honestly. Hold up Icy Manipulator, but just Explosion for 8. Spell Pierce is in the cube. Spell Pierce is in the cube. Okay, we're gonna Explosion for 7. That's also plausible, Kevlar Man. I wouldn't be surprised by that. Okay, so we've got both the cycling lands here. All right, we're just going to go with Polluted Steppe. Keep playing lands here. We got plenty of stuff to do. We've still got Icy up. We'll go with Law Rune Enforcer. That's pretty good for tapping down angels.
We need to become Aaron Girdler tonight.
Slam this big attack in there, and then what am I going to tap on their turn? I think I just tap the planes on their upkeep here. I think, like, as far as like cards that make tokens go, the one that scares me most right now would be like Finale of Glory, which is in the cube. But even if they make like 3 angels, I can beat 3 angels very easily here. Goblin Instigator, cute. Like, I see what they're going for. This is not powerful enough. Cast. You need to watch more Cube. If you like go and watch anybody play Cube, any player who's like willing to play a lot of different styles, you'll see all kinds of crazy stuff happen eventually. That's what's so great about it. Okay, what am I doing now? 14 cards. We just casket the angel and then tuck the visitation with Tef. Ooh, opponent has the counter spell. That was not the right thing to counter, but I understand why they did it. So this Divine Visitation is a card that's plausibly an actual threat. We're going to get rid of it. We're going to jam Hanged Executioner. Probably just cycle the cave here. Nice. Alright, that seems fine. We'll just wait now. I mean, Thickcast, this cube is like literally it's literally the first day it's been out. I would not be surprised. I don't know. I feel like Stolen by the Fae is maybe a card people sleep on because it's like not something you see in Constructed, but you got an agent, you got a way to bounce it, you bounce it. Oh, I think Tef, Time Raveler, and Narsa are both not in this cube, actually. Those are good examples of cards that are probably just out because they're kind of a little too popular in Standard and not quite fun enough to see play here. Oh, actually, Enforcer can't tap the Angel. That's awkward. All right, we'll do this then. It's fine. Thanks, Mulder Kitten, for the follow, belatedly. Trapped in the tower. Yeah, okay. That's fine. So opponent playing our colors have a lot of small ball stuff. Just all the 1/1s and the 2/2s and stuff were not enough to punch through here. Should work. Just give it a second, maybe. All right. Can I kill my opponent this turn? We got 2, 3. No, not even close. Okay. Let's wait. All right, Pickhouse. You just mean like brewing and stuff. Yeah, I mean, I like to brew. I do enjoy brewing. All right, and Rel. Still got plenty of cards in the deck here. Unsummon's a nice permanent answer to this thing. Do I drop Platinum Angel? Why not? Why not? If the opponent wants to have a Wrath, we'll give them even more satisfaction if they want a Wrath here. We are going to tap one of these white sources on their upkeep, just in case. Alright, well, I do take the compliment as instant in Pigcast. Sorry, I was just trying to make sure I wasn't getting too much credit for things that I don't deserve credit for. Because there are a ton of great Magic players out there, and I've learned, everything I know I've learned basically from watching other people play. Ministrant of Obligation, yeah, nah. And nah, it's not gonna work. So now we'll just kill off the last stuff they have, and that should be lethal damage this turn. With Slaying Fire it is, yeah, okay. Icy Manipulator is real good. I highly recommend it as a card you should play in anything but your most aggressive decks. And honestly, even in very aggressive decks, you can still tap down like multiple blockers at a time if you time things correctly. Alright, that was great. Let's get one more win with this one. Yeah! Alright, Fat Ball. That's the final boss, I guess, for this league here. Kevlar Man, yes. The Boros Charm did so much work. No, I don't think. I think we keep that. This is better. What am I dumping here? Dump Mind Stone, maybe? I like having Mind Stone into Lantern plus Quench. Just dump Casket. Opponent's not going to attack me. You're not going to attack me, opponent. Yeah, that's right. We drew Seal away anyway. Same card. Gilded Lotus. Don't really need that much mana right. Yeah. Well, Age of Conundrum, you could always do what Krogi's did in his first Vintage Cube event thing, or like, sorry, Arena Cube event thing, which is He picked up, he's like, oh, Fire's Invention. And then he put all the cards that could go into a Fire's Invention deck in a pile. And then he had 10 cards. And then he got annoyed. But then he did eventually build a deck. Oh, Reclamation Sage. No, someone actually plays this card. That's so good. That's so good. Oh, debated. Wow, that sucks. Okay. Well, the good news is the Hanged Executioner is going to stop all of our opponent's stuff here. The bad news is we do need to actually hit some action now. Ow.
We need to become Aaron Girdler tonight, chat. That's the goal.
Reclamation Sage is a great card in the cube. Also, everybody plays artifacts and enchantments. Artifacts are just like so easy to run. Do I bother quenching that? Yes, so. I don't know if they're playing a third color, which this could turn on, which is annoying. Let's just not do it. Okay, Pyrohelix is actually really good. Hold on, I like Pyrohelix a lot. Let's just Lantern this turn. Hold up Pyrohelix. This is a thing I can use to kill both these creatures. Great, great, great. So we're playing the side of control decks I don't like, which is trying desperately to kill everything the opponent does. But eventually we can get to the fun part and play a Planeswalker and start drawing cards. So if our opponent doesn't have Find Finality, that would be super sad, and I would deserve to die. Alright, didn't have it. Great, Hanged Executioner. So we're just looking for some card draw. Having like one more Chemist's Insight type card would really pull the whole deck together. Really don't need like Shock and Law Rune Enforcer in this one. I mean, maybe Pit Cast. The thing I was most concerned about was my opponent potentially jamming something large that I wanted to seal away. Like if they played Rankle, I would want to seal away that. Versus I think the odds of them like playing an island and then having a counter spell seem lower. Alright, opponent's also on nothing? Maybe they are missing a third color here. Or they're just going to kill this Tef the second Tef comes down, but I'm still down for drawing a card here. Cool, okay. Vitcast. Pitcast, do you need Veil of Summer? Veil of Summer is not in this cube, no. And Zumanji, thanks for the follow. Okay, Gilded Goose is interesting because the opponent might be missing a color. If I find a way to kill that, I am more likely to go for that than I otherwise would have been. But we're certainly not bouncing it. Alright, Secluded Step coming through. Cycling. Awesome. Okay, well, we are slowly making our way through all the lands in the deck here. It's all good, it's all good. If our opponent hits Casualties of War here, I'm going to be very sad. That's a thing that Gilded Goose can enable. Yeah, this definitely is a little more creature removal heavy than it has to be. Like another counter to another card draw spell or two, that'd be really good. Oh, Blossoming Defense. No, that card is not on Arena. That card is from Kaladesh block. It's a little too early. But good thought. I mean, Giant Growth exists in the cube too. I just don't think anyone plays Giant Growth. At least in their black-green mid-range decks. Ooh, Liliana Dreadhorde General. Alright, not great news, but Tef can bounce that one, so it's not going to come back for a little while. Not completely insurmountable. Would love an Elspeth Conqueror's Death. Ooh, that's nice. Huh, it's not great. Doesn't actually stop Liliana, which is what I kind of need to do, right? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, darn. One off of being able to kill Liliana here. But, that's fine. We're just going to put her away for a little while and then draw all the cards in the world and then be happy. And we're just going to shoot the goose because it can make mana. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5. Oh, Explosion's great. All right. +1 can kill it on the instep. Oh, Kevlar Man, that's a good point. No, I'm not used to playing Teferi like that. Yep, that would have been the play. I never played this card when it was constructed, you'll be unsurprised to know. Too good. Too good for my tastes. Yep, plus end step was definitely the play there. Should remember that, except for I'm not going to play any more games with this deck in this league after we win this one. All right, there's Casualties of War. That's Casualties of War. That actually takes me off of red mana, except for the one I have in my hands. That's cute. But they're gonna need to do another one of those, because here's Rawl. Is it Viceroy? Liliana's still a little bit away from coming down. Okay, I'll take Platinum Angel. Very much Liliana bait, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Really hope we can find like an Agent of Treachery soon. Just steal Liliana. That would be nice. But I'm thinking that Liliana can't really stop Rawl from ultimating. So I think what I'm going to probably try to do is hold in some of these instants and sorceries and just kill the opponent with Rawl's ultimate if that works. No guarantee it does, of course. They could have ways to kill. Oh dear. Well, that's interesting. Command the Dread Horde, Goose, Zealot, Teft, and Hanged Executioner. Huh. Yeah, alright, that's powerful. That is powerful for sure. Many things have just happened. But opponent did drop themselves to a pretty low life total there. And I'm wondering if Stolen by the Fae might actually accomplish something. Oof, powerful stuff. Alright, so I really could use that Agent of Treachery soon to steal back my own Tef as a starting point. Alright, here comes a zombie token, which we're going to seal away here. Then I think I'm going to unsummon my own Hanged Executioner. Just have something to do next turn. A little bit of Liliana buffer. Icy Manipulator. Alright, that can't stop Lily, unfortunately. We are going to plus and see if I can hit a agent off of the Ral here. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so I'm going to take back my own Tef, and I think we're going to end up... If our opponent lets us, we will probably end up doing the same play that we did before. That is, Stolen by the Fang, our own Agent of Treachery. I don't know if our opponent's actually going to let us, but it would be cool if they did. You know, opponent, if you're listening, it would be cool if you did let me do that. Elspeth the Conqueror's Death's a fine answer. Can't really cast anything here. I could bounce a token, which is funny, but I'm not going to do that now. Just going to wait. I think we're going to be fine. So it's a little harder for us to mill it than it might otherwise be because Platinum Angel means we can't lose the game by milling. Although I don't trust Platinum Angel to survive for very long, so not going to count on that. Elspeth the Conqueror's Death actually having stuff to return is pretty good. Like, I'm going to be able to set it up so that brings back Agent of Treachery, probably. Or Platinum Angel, one of those. And what is Liliana up to today, opponent? Chance for Glory. I wonder if that's in the cube. Probably not. It would be fun, but it's probably not here. Okay, so plan is I've got access to 10 mana. I can untap 2 of it. I'm interested in getting to the point where I'm actually killing my opponent. Let's ECD the Liliana as a starting point. Plus Tef. Trying to watch out for the possibility of getting milled out by something like an Ashiok here. That's like a real card, a real thing that could happen. Could just start attritioning my opponent's creatures. I could just kill this goose. Well, let's just kill the goose. I don't really need more cards. I just need to not mill out and get rid of my opponent in time here. Okay. Then we get to untap some lands. I can use Phoenix, do Phoenixy stuff with that. I guess I'll just attack with Agent. It's nice that Elspeth the Conqueror's Death brings it back, but if I let Agent just die by itself, opponent could fire off a removal spell on the Elspeth the Conqueror's Death. Yeah, well, Kellerman, I think it kills my opponent first. I can also play Platinum Angel at this point. But don't really need the Raw Emblem at this point here. Rasta of the Endless Web. Alright, well, I guess I'll anticipate in response to that one coming down. That does make it harder to kill the opponent with a Rekindling Phoenix. But I can also just Tef bounce it, so it's fine. I'll take the shock damage. Yep. Ooh, alright. Preach the Paragon God is actually pretty sweet in the opponent's deck with everything I've seen so far. Not enough, but it is pretty sweet. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and get a Rasta out of here. What else? I've got access to 11 mana. I'm untapping 2 of it, so I can Stolen by the Fae, the Agent, and Shock the Priest. That seems fine altogether. Swing with Phoenix first. Do I have anything to get out of my graveyard with the Elspeth Conqueror's Death? Once again, I do not. Oh, I can use Rawl, though. Alright, we'll use Rawl and then get it back. We'll use Rawl to kill the Priest. And then Stolen by the Fae, the Agent again. Just for fun. Just hold up Shock, I guess. Alright. Well, it looks like the opponent is in fact playing blue. That would explain what these cards have been doing in their hand the whole time. Sorry, opponent. That's rough. You see, for me to enjoy, I actually like it when games of Magic end. Like, I like Magic, but I also like it when games of Magic are over, which is why I'm not going for the Tef emblem here. But opponent got the message anyway. That deck was really good. Holy moly. Alright, well, I might build one more pool. I don't know that I'm going to play any of the pool today. But maybe I'll build one more pool and screen. Or I could just jam Team or Clover, Tammy says. I am enjoying Cube way too much. I can get to Mythic later in the season. I just want to jam this while it's available. Whew. Okay. Ah, alright. We got some good white cards here. Specifically God Eternal Oketra and Harmonious Archon. Plus Venerated Loxodon, of course. That's interesting. As usual, let's start with the gold and the artifacts, just to see how many slots are going to be taken up by those. All the artifacts are bad. Okay. We got Tef again. We've got really good assortment of multicolored lands. Okay. Should have some options here, especially blue-red. And lands around the color red in general. Captain Sisay is a card I've always wanted to play. I feel like this card's actually really cool, despite being fragile. Ooh, Arcanist Owl. That's fun. Alright, let's see what jumps out to me as far as cards in this pool. Thorn Mammoth is actually really powerful. Tef is really powerful. Let's put all the cool cards over here. Ramp-wise, we've got Incubation Druid and Wayward Swordtooth-ish. Oh, and Grow from the Ashes. So a good amount of ramp. Could go for a big fatty green thing. We got Embercleave, which is very good. Mirari Conjecture is cute.
We need to become Aaron Girdler tonight.
Really good.
That's the goal.
Very high quality black, but not a lot of it. I love Knight of the Ebon Legion and Audacious Thief. Ooh, Legion Warboss. Legion Warboss is very good. Skargan Hellkite's also very good. So we're almost certainly going to be playing some red here. What else goes in here? All right, let's start by assuming we're going to do some red and see where that takes me logically. Yeah, I'm also like, one of the nice things about Cube is like all the cards are good enough. You can actually make some choices about what kinds of decks you want to play. So I'm looking for specifically is to do something a little different than we did last time, which was grinding our opponent out in an endless series of very long games. So I'm trying to do something maybe a little bit more beatdown flavored here if we can do it. Something like red-green beats could be great. All right, so we go Skargad, Hellkite, Ox of Agonis. Goblin Trashmaster is absolutely sick with Legion Warboss, but that's pretty much the only synergy of note. Jaya's Greeting's good, Lanary Storm's good, Warboss is good, Squee the Immortal is not good, Electro Dominance does not seem especially good. 6 red cards. All right, maybe the color is not actually that deep as far as supporting a deck goes. We could go Naya. We got a good set of, let's see, what are our blue cards? We got several red-blue duels, but none of the blue cards seem exceptionally good here. If we're taking more of an aggro slant. Abzan midrange. Okay, I think I like Rats Arenas. I think, oh, thanks Mr. Billion for the follow, by the way. Anyway, I like the perspective of Rats here. I like having any excuse to play Sisay, basically. I think that, like, Abzan is like a super plausible deck here. All these black cards are really good, but I kind of want to try Naya Sisay with this one and just see how that feels. You know, it might not even be good, but I kind of want to try it. All right, we'll go Sisay, Ajani, Temple Garden, Temple of Triumph, Sacred Foundry, Temple of Abandon. The mana's looking pretty good. I like that part. Saproling Migration is actually much better if we know we're playing Ajani. Also very good with Embercleave, notably. Is Return to Nature playable by itself? It's playable. Do I want it? I don't know. Other white cards, if we're doing the full-on 3-color special, we get Oketra, we get Venerated Loxodon. Also very good with Saproling Migration, notably. We get a super thick-looking curve, honestly. This curve is really thick. Maybe we don't play Ox of Agonis, actually. Ox of Agonis tends to be much better in low-to-the-ground decks, which ours is not going to be. Oh man, I like Harmonious Archon and Leon and War Leader too. There's just so much beef in this deck. What am I doing? Wow, I had never looked at this art closely. Such nice eyes. Anyway. Gideon is fine, maybe a little bit white heavy. War Leader's fine. Archon's fine. Yeah, Kevlar Man, I think you're right. The black cards are better here. Maybe we, I mean, Abzan can have Sisay. It's just not going to have Sisay Cleave. All right, I'm actually sort of convinced that red is actually not feeling that good. Question is the Abzan mana good enough? You get Isolated Chapel. Oh, and Jungle Hollow. Okay, that's fine. All right, I do get to play Seraph of the Scales. That's a card I missed. I used to play quite a bit of that. Have not gotten a chance to play it lately because it's bad. All right, so now we get access to Blade Juggler, Bells Unlock, Command the Dreadhorde, Bond to Thief Knight? Curve still... Alright, this is too many 6-drops, and probably too many 6-drops. We don't have that much ramp here. Alright, this deck needs a little bit more of an identity than it has at the moment. What are we doing and what are we not doing with this deck? It's base green. We're playing a ton of green cards. Rats Arena, I don't think War Leader works with Cleave the way you're thinking it does. I mean, it does make creatures that attack and turn on Cleave. It doesn't double the tokens off the Cleave. Huh. Are the black cards really that much better? Like, Knight of the Ebon Legion, Audacious Thief just aren't really what we're doing. Like, Thief is good, but we don't have that much removal to actually push it through. War Boss is actually better than Thief, I think. Ebon Legion is a 1-drop. In our 3-color deck, Blade Juggler is bad if you're not getting a damage, which we're really not. Bells Unlock and Dreadhorde are fine. Seraph's good, but I actually kind of want to go back to playing the red here. Like having the cheap removal in Jaya's Reading and having Lannery Storm. Lannery Storm is actually really good in this deck. Like if your opponent can't block it on turn 3, it can just ramp you twice. Yeah, Colorman, I agree with all this stuff here. But I think it's closer than it looks. I think it's closer than it looks. And I'm pretty interested in playing Embercleave in this deck here. All right, so we get all the lands back in. Response Resurgence. I guess I want to drag the curve down. This is a card I can play to do that. Not playing Sky Terror. That card's not good enough. Yeah, Boba Fett. So that's true. War Leader does work with the cleave like that. Audacious Thief comes out. Knight comes out. So we're at... Okay, so we're basically almost where we need to be card-wise. Just need to trim some of this top end, I think. But what? Keeper of Fables, maybe the worst card here. Pretty nice with War Boss. It's nice with like Saproling Migration stuff. Does draw cards pretty well, but feels like it's not quite on the same power level as a lot of the other things we have going on. Crashing Brontonon's also kind of medium, frankly. Like nice they can kill artifacts and enchantments, but paying 4 mana to do that's not that fun. A 3/4 is okay, but not especially good. Doesn't synergize with like Goreclaw, for example. Love God's Willing, actually. We're playing a bunch of huge creatures. God's Willing is a perfect match for a deck like that. Let's cut the Keeper of Fables. I think I still like Loxodon, Oketra, Sisei, Ajani. Goreclaw makes Loxodon cheaper, which is a little bit beside the point. It makes Thorn Mammoth cheaper, which is nice. And it makes Archon cheaper. I'm definitely playing Archon and Hellkite. Seems good enough. Arasta. Swordtooth is probably too cute. I think I agree with that. It's not that impressive of a card. Alright, Barkhide Troll, also not really the kind of thing we're doing in this deck. Like, hits people, but it doesn't scale super well. It's not a good late draw. We can also cut Lovestruck Beast. It's nice with it's nice with Saproling Migration, actually. And with Warboss tokens. And Goreclaw. We can keep Lovestruck around. Alright, so we're just about where we want to be. I think this is a 17 land deck. So do I include a War Leader here? The curve is very chunky. Very chunky. Good as Summary Judgment. Could be Return to Nature. Probably not Return to Nature. I think Arasta versus War Leader. War Leader seems
We need to become Aaron Girdler tonight, chat. That's
probably
the
a
goal.
little bit better. Maybe try this. And then go for Summary Judgment, I think. And we'll add some more lands here. So we're on 7 red sources, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 white sources. That's a little unbalanced. All right, this deck might be just too thick for its own good, but we're going to give it a shot here. We'll give it a shot. If it feels like it's awkward, take the Plague Laughter off it. What card are we trying to draw? We're trying to draw Embercleave. Dreamer Sleeper. Do you know us from like life? Hey, Yoi, thanks for the follow. All right, don't think we're gonna necessarily finish the full league with this deck. It's been a lot of Magic for me today, a lot of streaming, but we'll try a game or two and see if we can figure out the secret of Naya thick mid range. Yep, this hand is everything I want. Actually, we got Lannery Storm War. No, just like the token thing here. Great. So I just want Loxodon with this hand. Embercleave works because Lannery Storm makes me extra red mana. Love this hand. Oh no, Soul Warden. Our natural enemy. Oh, that's so sad. Gonna gain so much life. If they have an Ajani's Pride Mate, that's actually gonna stop our whole thing. Don't do it. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. 2-1 is fine. There's some possibility I'm supposed to be saving Legion Warboss for later and like not getting it killed, but Lannery Storm and like would not want to attack anyway because of Ephemia. So it's tricky. Like Myers Grasp made me incredibly sad. No! Why do I do that? Alright. So that was an awkward first couple turns. Fortunately, I have a lot of extremely large creatures in my deck. We'll draw some of them at some point. Alright, let's say just Incubation Druid into Hellkite. Put Lannery Storm, run it headlong into a Goblin token and a Zombie token. It's just Druid. I mean, the Soul Warden's fine. It like controls the board pretty well and gains a lot of life. I mean, gains a lot of life, but in theory, we should just be like overrunning our opponent here. The Myers Grasp was a real good one. Oh, wow. Opponent on the full combo deck. Yikes.
Oh.
The good news is I fully expect them to make an Ajani's Pride Mate and then attack me with Ephemia the Cacophony, and then I get to kill the Ajani with Skargan Hellkite. But, wow, this Ajani's Pride Mate token's just going to murder me. I can't kill that. All right, opponents just had the much better synergy draw than us. Their deck looks great, and we are just completely helpless against this. Like, this thing's just going to be a 4-4, and this is going to be a 5-5, and then we're going to lose. We have a lot of tokens, we have a God's Willing, so maybe I can like fight this out somehow, but I don't like my odds at all. Ooh, nice animation. Oof. So I'm gonna play something that puts me out of my misery. Seal away my Hellkite. All right, yeah, I'm gonna scoop this one. I think I guess I could hit exactly Oketra. Do I no block here? If I had a Johnny, I can put like counters on all these creatures, which makes them a lot better. Summary Judgment. Okay, that actually kills the stupid token. That's something. That's something. Nice. All right, so we got rid of that. Lannery Storm's going to come in here. Get some treasures for us. All right, we're back in it. We need to figure out a way to shut down Ephemia. We are back in it. And this treasure token casting God's Willing is nice. It's like a nice thing to have access to. So cards would be helpful here would be like Thorn Mammoth. Just a Johnny to like gain a bunch of life would be kind of reasonable. At this point, I think I'm priced into blocking. Probably should have blocked last turn, frankly. Not going to race the opponent, but I have a couple turns to find something for Euphemia. Ooh, Icy Manipulator. It's a good card. It's a good card. It's going to stop Lantern Storm from doing much of anything. Also means that just having a flyer to block is not going to do the trick. Notably, God's Willing can scry, so if I'm in a super desperate position, I can try a little harder to hit one of the things that saves me here. And it's not impossible that I just do that this coming turn. But let's see if our opponent's going to try and actually target something so I can get some value off this God's Willing first. Main opponent's the person who has like just a good synergistic deck, is my opinion about this. All right, gonna wait one more turn on God's Willing. Gonna trust that my opponent can't ding me for one at some point. Gonna draw a forest and get punished really hard immediately. Okay. Goreclaw gets tapped, sure. Yeah, Surabeep, no, don't play Cat Oven. Just don't do it. You'll be happier not doing it. Oh boy, a Johnny's Pride Mate. What fun. I don't even care anymore. I'm tired. I'm just tired. Opponent has the theme deck going over here. All right, Desperation Scry. It's probably not going to work. Especially with Icy Manipulator. Captain Sisse! No, if I had this one a little bit earlier, that actually might have worked. But now we are dead. All right. That was cool. Like, I think the deck got off to a reasonable start there. We may be a little bit greedy not being able to God's Willing the War Boss. Opponent's deck just had an incredible start. But I was happy with the way that played out. Yep, seems fine. Pretty good, honestly. What am I looking for? Ramp for Goreclaw would be nice. Forest. Actually, this lines up pretty well. I get to go turn 3, Grow from the Ashes, turn 4, Goreclaw, play Lovestruck Beast. Kind of like that. Don't think about the forest. Embercleave, hey there. Hey there. Alright, so we do this. Sisse. Yeah, sure. I'll take a Sisse. Technically, I do need a land to be able to make the Grow from the Ashes play. So I probably should have kept the land, actually, and thought ahead. Or I could just kill this Elysian Caryatid. Interesting. I'm actually going to be on Bolt the Bird mode here, I've decided. Perfect, keep that forest. So what am I doing here? Let's going to be Sisei this turn, because if I draw a land next turn, I can just go Goreclaw into Lovestruck. Sisei probably dies or gets countered or something, but gotta play something this turn. What's happening? Ooh, Assassin's Trophy. Don't hate seeing that. Okay, Vraska, I don't like seeing that. Killing my 1/1 is a pain in the rear end. Okay, she didn't kill the 1/1 yet. That's cool. That's cool. Thorn Mammoth, huh? I guess it's still Goreclaw Lovestruck. It's sad that Vraska gets to kill my token, but I think I just have to live with that. We do have other cards that turn on Lovestruck Beast pretty well. Oh, nice. I just went for Lovestruck Beast. That works. That works. Ooh, Fairy Formation. That's cute. That's cute. Fairy Formation, meet my friend Thorn Mammoth. Goreclaw is actually kind of great. I like everything that happened that turn. I think I just want to cycle this step here. So because Thorn Mammoth is in play, my opponent really can't play creatures anymore until they get rid of Thorn Mammoth, which is pretty great. I like that a lot. Okay, let's get to Cleaven. This might fail, of course. The opponent could have removal or something like that, but we're gonna put it on something that's not Thorn Mammoth. And I guess they're just actually dead. Never mind. Probably didn't need the Embercleave there, but it was very satisfying. It's been a very long time since I was able to cast an Embercleave for any reason at any point. Alright, let's finish on a 2-1. Last game, if we win. Maybe if we lose 2. We'll see. Alright, going first every game is great. I like that. Gonna keep this. The Rupture Spire is pretty disappointing here, but if I can scry into an untapped land, having Dryad Green Seeker on turn 2 is everything I want in life. Perfect. Still sort of surprised this card didn't see more constructed play. It's quite a card. Regret. Missed. Okay. So if this Rupture Spire were just a basic, I could just play Legion Warboss this turn. That's a sad thing to think about. Oh well. Oh well. We'll get our cards sooner or later. Try to play Legion Warboss. I'm slightly suspicious of what's going on. Let's go for the card first. Oh yeah, beautiful. Okay. So now what? Could just be Lovestruck Beast. Could be Warboss. Try to get a little more aggro here. Should have attacked first, of course. If they have Brazen Borrower, they can just stun. Ooh, Hypnotic Sprite. Okay, well, that was definitely a thing. Glad we got the token out of it anyway. Much prefer to have that countered than Sisay or Warboss. It is notable that Warbriar Blessing's a lot worse with that creature dead. Getting lands, you love it. Okay, so Growth of Ashes can just get 2 lands, which is pretty awesome, but I think I'm just wanting to Warboss here. Green Seeker is now drawing me 2 cards. It's like an Edgewelling Keeper. Alright, actually, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to grow 1 time and then play Warboss. Be a little bit more efficient here with my resources. And if the opponent plays Lyra, I'm in trouble, because I can't Warbriar Blessing that, but many smaller things I can handle. Okay, I wonder what giant flash thing is coming down, and does it rhyme with Hurrix, the sudden storm? Alright, so we'll probably not be sending Warboss into combat today, is my thinking. I am a little bit suspicious of what's going on here. Why, look at that! It's Thrix the Sudden Storm. Who could have predicted such a thing to have transpired? Alright. That's fine. God's willing. Heh. Alright, God's Willing's not terrible. Problem is our opponent's not going to let us untap with Captain Sisay, and if they have like Time Wipe, we're just absolutely dead. If they attack with Thrix, it smells very much like a Time Wipe to me. Oh, it's just Lyra. Okay, that's fine. Lyra we can actually beat pretty easily, I think, at this point, because we have Captain Sisay! Captain Sisay! Oh, wow, so many options. What do I want? Can I, like, just threaten to destroy my opponent if I get Embercleave here? Well, I can just attack with a bunch of stuff, and then I can Embercleave and God's Willing? And then that just plows right through Lyra, which is pretty good. If they don't block with Lyra, I think Embercleave is threatening. Lethal or something very close to it. Yeah, it's just Embercleave. That's what we came here to do. That's what we're going to do. And is everybody coming in today? Yeah, sure. Everybody's coming in today. Mentor onto the random Green Seeker, random Goblin, Green Seeker, random Goblin, Green Seeker, random Goblin. What's it going to be? Random Goblin. All right. Chance attack is a little bit too having a little bit too much fun with that attack. All right, great. So they do the block that I was hoping they were going to do, which means that we get to cleave the Warboss plus God's Willing it. Punch right through Lyra, take no damage, no lifelink transpires. Saproling Migration. Yeah, okay. With Embercleave, that's pretty good. Nice. Captain Sisay is pretty good. I should remember that Zelda Wreckage exists. Should remember that Zelda Wreckage exists. Hypnotic Sprite, though. That's fine. Okay, yep, smells like Zelda Wreckage. Thank you, chat. That was helpful. That was a helpful reminder. Could get Oketra, could get a Johnny. So Oketra here. And swing with just enough stuff to be super duper lethal. If they don't have settle. Don't want to lose Bronted onto this. It's technically still good enough through most forms of interaction that aren't settle. Let's just do this. Yep, alright. All my stuff goes away, but we get all the lands in the world. Which turns on a lot of things that could be done. Oh, I should have tapped Green Seeker in response. Well, I guess not, right? Because I was going to get the lands anyway. Yeah, I should have tapped Green Seeker in response. I had enough lands left to go get. Alright, we'll tap Green Seeker now. See what's on top of the old deck. Lannery Storm, that's kind of good. It's kind of good. It's another attacker. And then we just Oketra. And let's Warbriar Blessing the... Is Warbriar Blessing anything here? Yeah, I'd kind of want to kill the Sprite just in case of shenanigans here. Great, okay. A cleaved Oketra, you mean it can shoot down the Thrix? The problem is my opponent gets to untap at that point. I don't like the part where my opponent untaps in this plan. Like Warbriar Blessing is a pretty easy card to disrupt with a lot of cards. Alright, that was cool. We used Sisse, we got Embercleave, then we got a bunch of other stuff, and our opponent just died really easily. Just as planned, just as planned. Okay, so that actually will be the last match of this league. I think I'm ready to wrap up the stream here. Thanks to the nearly 100 people who hung out all this time. Super cool to have you all here. As a reminder, you can find out when I'm streaming by following me here on the stream. You can also follow my Twitter, at Aaron Gertler. And at some point, I might even tweet out a real stream schedule. Woo! At some point. Schedule undetermined. But thanks all for hanging out. We had some really fun games there. We got to not die to our own Agents of Treachery because we could use Woestrider. Reminder, was not dead at all. We got to make 7 fairies more times than I was expecting people to make 7 fairies. Anyway, thanks all. Take care.